Welcome, everybody. So today, after we go in meditation, I'm going to talk about the importance of managing time, space, and energy for every aspect of your life. It's actually key. So let's talk about meditation. We're going to go into meditation for 10 minutes. And we just enter meditation with the mantra Yoda in the in-breath, Hey in the out-breath, Wa in the in-breath, Hey in the out-breath, or whatever mantra or whatever way you meditate. Yoda in to the heart, Hey out from the heart, Wa in to the third eye, heart. Now, we simply repeat that mantra till our mind's quiet. Then we're in meditation. So meditation is sit quietly, comfortably, and see what happens as we do it. And we start with the Shaktipat level of it. So here we go. Just kind of let the energy come through. It awakens the spiritual aspects, the soul aspects, the kundalini aspects, and burns karma. So Yo. Now go into meditation. Yoda in the breath. Hey on the out breath. Wa in the breath. Hey on the out breath. So, the teaching for today is about time, space, and energy. These are fundamentals for how we can organize our lives, organize our relationships, organize our families, organize actually any effort that we're doing. So what am I talking about? The first part of two triangles. If you can't manage time, space, and energy, it's very hard to have meaning, effectiveness, and purpose, and ultimately spirituality. We have to be able to manage that. So it means we have to take our life in a sense as I'm going to use the word business, meaning we're paying attention, and learn how to allocate our time so that everything happens. Okay? We have to look at our space. Are we in shared space? Are we in individual space? And finally, you have to have enough energy to make it happen. Now, these are principles that I've used a lot in family therapy. The couples need, almost everyone I work with, when they're having difficulties, they're not organizing their time and space to be able to have relationship and intimacy and love and purpose, meaning, and spirituality. So let's take it at the couple level or family level as well. And it isn't just the parents, but we start with the couple. It's like, okay, let's look at our time. How can we're going to sit, we're going to organize our time to make everything else happen. Now, we go over and look at what is it we want to have happen. Well, gee, it'd be good if we could spend a certain amount of time each week together and a certain amount of time each day. That's simple. So, how much time do we want to spend together each day? Okay, we want to spend a half hour. And we want to have one date night. Okay, fine. Let's organize. Now let's pick the date. Date night time. Is it going to be a Sunday or Saturday or whatever? Okay, and then we begin organizing our time and space. And how are we going to organize our day? So we're going to have a half hour together. Are we going to do it before dinner? Are we going to kind of meditate together? What are we going to do? But you organize it. Now you need a certain amount of time to do your work. That's important. Now, we aren't always in control. Today, on my way down here, my wonderful wife had about 6 tasks as I'm walking down here. It's like, okay, I'm just going to have to be late. But so we have to have a certain leeway. It can't be too rigid at the same time. Took care of all the tasks, did make it in time. So here we are. Now, so we talk about time. Now, space means, well, how do we make sure we're in the same time and the same space so that we can be together? Well, then you organize your work schedules and your whatever you have to do so there is actually shared space. Now, when you're doing family, we're talking individual time, space, and energy, couple time, space, and energy, because I'm talking family that are have 2 parents. And finally, family time, space, energy, because the kids need time too. Okay? And so that's good. And finally, energy. If you're too exhausted, that when you finally get together at the same time, same space, but you're too exhausted to relate or make love or whatever, how you're organizing it, that's not effective. So it isn't just, I'm going to show up no matter what. One has to show up with enough energy to make whatever's happening happen. So those are a key. When people learn how to work time, space, and energy so they can have effectiveness, meaning, love, and spirituality, then it allows these things to happen in a way that really builds the relationship. I'll just say that there's really, in the family system approach, there's a chaotic way of doing it, which pays very little attention, time, space, and energy. And then I'm going to call it open system, where people get together, think about what they're doing, work together as a team. Okay, we're not in chaos anymore. And that includes the family. That includes the kids. So I recommend a lot with families, bring the kids in. What do they need? How much time, space, and energy do they need? Then everybody starts to understand that creating a family is a conscious effort. Creating a relationship is a conscious effort. Creating a healthy space for yourself so you can live the 6 foundations, 7-fold vision, is a conscious effort. So those are actually very, very effective fundamentals then to bring love, meaning, purpose, or I'm going to say effectiveness, and finally spirituality into your life. May you be blessed with these teachings, and we'll again meet tomorrow at this time, 9 o'clock, Arizona time, to have a new look at things. And if there are any questions, send them to us. treeoflife.mn.co or drcousens.com. And we're just really happy to share and help empower you in these simple but focused ways. Peace be with you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Takiwasan. Aho.